Be sure to check out my limited edition holiday merch available from November 20th to December 4th. Link in the description. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Danny. Welcome back to L.A Noire 2017 edition. Moving on to the next arson case now. Let's do it.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
All right, let's get there.
An Englishman.
I want to make homicide. We walk into the bar. Bartender looks up and says, "What is this?" Okay.
Here's what I heard. The cop caught the guy who did the dahlia, but they covered it up.
Wow, did you hear that? They were talking smack. Where's my car? Anyway, they were talking smack. He's like, the cop who found the dahlia. Da, da, da. Oh, wow, there's another way to the... I didn't realize there was a way to the car park.
You know the way. You can drive.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
All right, well, let's check it out. Coroner's here.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Yeah, but it's fire. It's not like... I feel like a stabbing would be more violent. Oh, my God.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family. Okay. Anything else? To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert. Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
They weren't. Poor family.
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Gotcha. He said he found a... Yeah, right here, the photo.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
At least the picture kind of made it.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. Probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
It might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating the digs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
All right, well, we got to
You don't
talk to
look
the
like a
neighbor.
fireman, son.
Hi, how you doing?
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman. Mind if we move things along?
Hold
a little,
on. I'm going to
detective?
look around first, just in case, before I interview him. Right here. Another explosion.
Looks like the same model.
Varley again. Ah, check it out. There's a newspaper here. Must be getting to the end of these ones.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
That's not good at all. All right, well, anyway. Let's keep looking around.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
It's a pretty big explosion. At least the house is more or less standing, but I guess this was a you know, dual level house. There's got to be something else though. Oh, right. Some cigarettes.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
Call their own. They smoked like 4 of them.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Okay, I think, is that enough? Yes, okay, now we can go talk to him. There we go.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
I don't know, man, you give me a bit of a look.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Already kind of shifty, though, man.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
What? He's giving me a shifty eye, though. That was the first thing he did.
Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Oh, come on. If you built the house with your own 2 hands, take pride in that thing.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
See that mouth move? You know,
You didn't enter
immediately.
yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
All right, isn't it a note?
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Now we gotta unfold it.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
It's the same, it's slightly different, but it's basically the same thing.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Spam mail. All right, well, phone icon picked up, so let's use the game well.
This town is going straight to hell.
Oh, excuse me. Phelps, badge 1247.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Who leads on the Morelli fire?
We're about to go and visit Elysian Field's developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
God damn it. Ever since Phelps...
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
There we go. Let's go there.
Shame about Jim. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for
Smart
a
mouth
fray.
son of a bitch.
Jesus.
Okay already.
Dicks.
Black and that's done it. We're gonna have to
Why pick a fight with a cop?
steps.
Oh, I was gonna finish him. Who wants some? You want to dance? Whoop! Whoop! Woo! Haha! Letting them know.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
God, everything's just burning up. I think I recall this vaguely. Use it. Yeah, it's one of these bricks, isn't it?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Very cheap.
If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
See that? Very poor quality materials. It's looking more and more like a whatchamacallit every day.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Not a scandal, but conspiracy, I guess is a good way to put it. All right, here we go, guys. It's a pretty big company, this. Nice looking building.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe. Send them through.
Thanks, I
And
guess.
that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Completely useless. Why have someone downstairs to tell you up of the receptionist upstairs? You have 2 receptionists? That's stupid. Just because he can.
Like a cigar. Drink, boys.
Sure. We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Where were you on the night of the murder? Or the fires? Why, son, I was looking at dank memes. See, I have a big collection in my drawer here. I'm sorry. That's not funny.
Can we speed this up a little?
Just because you said that, I'm just going to wait here for a few minutes. So.
Can we speed this up a little?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
He's got kind of a smirk to him. See that? See that little smirk?
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecued, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Are you kidding me? Your face is on it. We have one of the flyers.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
No, I'm not. Where is it? The flyers. There he is right there. Look.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? Do you want to accuse them of murder as well?
You know what that was right there, what he just did? Huckster. Do you know what he just did? The what if. Or what about. Sorry, the what about argument. It's essentially like ignoring the question at hand and passing the blame onto something else or somebody else completely as an argument to try and distract people from being like, for example, some guy hit his wife, right? Or something like that. Like, let's just say that. Somebody punched his wife in her face. And then you're interviewing this guy, and he happens to know a friend of his that also punched his wife in the face. So basically, he'd be like, yeah, but what about Johnny Appleseed down the road who punched him? There was no da-da-da for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the what about argument that tries to distract and take away the blame from the thing, you know, the issue at hand and put it on a completely irrelevant topic that has nothing to do with this. It's like saying, well, you're not yelling at him. Well, that's not what we're here about. We're like, if dude over there hit him and hit his wife in the face, he should be scrutinized and, like, you know, whatever for it, right? But right now, you still did it. It happens in politics a lot. Anyway, let's keep going here.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
I see. So you're going to throw the stars and stripes in my face, you smirking bastard. Let's just go ahead and bad cop his ass. Look at that. He's like, they won't figure out what I'm up to. But yes, we will.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
But if you do hold out long enough, you will get offered a large sum. Like, it's insane. I remember in my city, This city, my city is growing like crazy, and essentially the outskirts of town that had farmland and things like that are now a part of the city. They're like a whole new development. They're just growing. The city's growing. And there was a farmer on the outskirts of town who held out for so long, so long, because his little farm was in the middle, surrounded by all this new development, whether it be housing, whether it be like commercial businesses, didn't matter. It was surrounding his land until eventually, one day, after years and years and years, the next day it was gone. He was out and there was already a new development in the lot. I can only imagine homeboy got an excellent settlement.
What's Elysian Field's involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Yet that's why the brick crumbled in my hands.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
Yeah, if you just go down there and put it in your hand, pick it up and watch it crumble, you moron. It's not hard.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills. You suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
He's gonna be retiring soon.
Glad to be of help, officer.
Lady, you're hardly any help.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Chapman?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Who is he again? I recognize the name, but... Oh, wait. There's a phone
Your boss
upstairs.
is a fine man.
Where's your phone? Oh, it is downstairs. Okay. Oh, it's in here.
He solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
Just gonna borrow this phone, lady.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thank you.
I love the chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face still earns love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby I'll bill it. 'Cause I always kill the things I love. Some
Buy me a drink, Cole?
No.
Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save the
about...
threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned. Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company. I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here. Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K,
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
But I'm not driving. Normally I drive everywhere, but...
Can you drive to this one?
Time saver.
So where do you want to go?
We were just on the radio. But seriously though, about Earl, like, he gave up his partner. I know Cole didn't do a very noble thing, but... it's terrible.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. Is there some kind of problem?
Let's take a look at the car.
Well,
See
well.
what he's hauling around.
It's one of those coils.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
That's the cigarettes. Right? Oh, no, never mind. 45.
We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed.
I love how you can investigate, but you're just waving it about. I thought those were cigarettes for a minute. Well, they do smoke, don't they?
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Alright, well.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of
Dude
a
just
bitch, he
jacked
must
the
have caught
trolley. Let's go.
We gotta move fast, Cole.
Door, he's on a trolley. He can only go one way.
Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Oh, nice. We've already got that nice big damage there. Quick.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Why would they let him go?
Assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously.
I need him to shoot the wheels out.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
And I can't hit any cars. Ah! Biggs, I need you to shoot it out. Shoot it. Whoa! Oh shit, left turn.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
Copy. I'm coming up. Come on, Hudson, let's go.
Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him.
Shit. Wow, he's really cooking now.
Help! You gotta get me closer. Look, Cole, the side plate's gone.
It's gone, he's done. Get out, get out.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Here he comes. Whoa! He's down. Woo!
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure.
Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? You'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help, this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
I have no idea why Cole is still wearing his wedding ring. Okay, that's enough vehicle damage! Oh my god. That was from me ramming the trolley. Anyway, we still got the 5-star. Chapman takes his motive and only possible ties to Monroe and Elysian Fields to the grave. So we don't know if they were working together. But either way, we got the 5-star. And yeah, that's pretty much all we needed. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't yet, be sure to like and follow my pages on social media. Those will be down below in the description, and I'll play at the end card of this video. If you're interested, you want to get yourself a shirt or hoodie, there's a link to my shop in the description as well. Thank you guys so much again. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. I'll be seeing you soon for more content, but until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style. Damn, goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that DanQ. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.